You're 9 from the judges. Let's hear from them.
Yeah, Louis, 9 from you. Great.
Don't stop me now. I never want to stop you. If you're going like this, I never want to stop you. It was a beautiful piece of music for you. It showed your ability to have that beautiful lyrical at the beginning, then going into the rock. You said it was messy. It was edgy for me. I absolutely loved it. That lift was beautiful. What strength you showed there. Speed. You just have such ability. You know, people say to me, you can't say if you've got favourites. I so can, and you are one of them.
Good. So, 9 from a very excited Louis. Katerina, however, both you and Robin were nodding as he said it wasn't quite as clean this time.
No, I'm glad, Matthew, you see it as a real figure skater and you realize that last week was more challenging and a little more clean. But this week, it's a different issue. It's rock and roll and you really rock the ice.
Welcome back to Dancing on Ice, where we built tonight's show on rock and roll.
Darker shame, darling, darker shame.
Who'd have thought? Our next skating star is a real Iron Maiden. It's Shemi and Sean.
But for me, it was by far your strongest dance performance. I said to you last week about your arms, I wanted you to go and work on your port-de-bras. This didn't have port-de-bras. This had strong arms all the way through it, which really suited you. Your leg lines are so much better, really pulled up, and when you're in the air, you look very elegant. The thing what lacked in this performance for me was you lost a bit of your personality. I felt as though you were concentrating too much on the moves. So just try and combine the two, and your scores...
I'm quite proud that I didn't pull the blowfish out and I had a bit of an angry face, so that's what I was focusing on.
Oh, darling, so am I. Oh, so am I, believe me. I don't want a blowfish. No, just give me pretty.
What does the blowfish look like then? Oh, really?
And I do that when I'm racing all the time, and it's horrendous.
Well, on the
I need Louis there in the finish when I'm racing, so I come down.
Darling, if it's somewhere nice, I'll come.
Russia?
Yes, but it's got to be lovely. It's got to have a pool. It's got to have nice rooms.
Yeah, got to have everything, darling. Yeah.
Those playing on the app at home actually scored you 7.5.
Absolutely, Jennifer. I mean, you have this ability where you have this wonderful extension, and also you just have that ability to emote. And with this big power ballad, it really suited you. You know, it wasn't quite as good as Decapitation Week for me, but I think, you know, that's going to take a lot of beating. But you just, like I say, your fluidity through the moves were lovely, and your extensions, and just that... May I use you now? You've pushed me. May. Now, that beginning... it was a bit at the beginning what I thought, OK, she's on to a winner here. It was just this. It was that moment I thought, all right, girl, you're on to a winner. So keep going that way. Don't worry, there won't a kiss coming.
Thanks for that, Louis. We love a moment, don't we? Karen, just quickly, I mean, the work has paid off. You've been with her the whole week, and it hasn't been the easiest necessarily.
You know, it's all about confidence, and to build speed, it's you know, she is very capable. She just has to believe it.
Trying to hold back, it looked
emotionless. I don't think it was emotionless. For me, it wasn't emotionless. I understood the song, obviously a guy from Manchester, this relates to you very much. It's very much your type of music, so I could see you in there. I would have liked you to have emoted a bit more. There was moments where I see the heartbreak and, you know, looking back in anger. I wanted to see a little bit more. Yes, I did. I'm afraid I did. I'm sorry to say. But I would have scored you a bit more. I wanted a little bit more lyricism to it, but that's from the dance side. But I felt as though I understood the emotion. They don't understand emotion like us.
Well,
I think we might do.
Jane, Chris, you worked on the emotion this week, and it looked like he'd achieved that.
And if it's not going to be here, then you need to bring it through the body, and that is very difficult to do. And with those kind of moves, it can be very different with that kind of... You know, even if you're a contemporary dancer, you do all of this kind of stuff. Some people just don't understand it. It's very hard to do. You had a very hard task.
Well, I understood it. I thought you did really well tonight.
Thank you very much.
So if you want to see more of Manchester's finest, then vote for Andy when the lines open at the end of the show. Andy and Vicky.
Brain takes over. Yeah. We've got to lock the brain away.
You love his smile when he knows he's got the tough bit done.
Absolutely. You know, I think it was in week 1 or week 2 I was asked what I'm looking for, and I said it's precision, 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 which is still difficult. And you have grasped that. You really have. I think you have the best arms in the competition. When you hit a line, you really hit it beautifully. And you have such a lovely way about you when you dance, and you are a dancer. This is the thing. You know, someone who you wouldn't expect to be a dancer has become a dancer. And at the beginning, when you did that box step, there was no emotion there. But then you broke out into the emotion. That's what I'm talking about. You know, if there is a part that is emotionless, then you need to, somewhere within that performance, find an emotion. And I think that's what you mastered in this performance, as well as those lovely arms. So really, really well done, Sam.
Well done. Katerina, they were very tricky lifts.
That was such a great challenge to go for the front lift, even though it had a little thing going on, but still you held it well, which is difficult for a celebrity to keep going and to keep holding your partner. And your combination here, the first toe lip was fine, the second was sort of a turnout, but a great spin, a great step sequence in the circle. And I liked most too how you were just smiling and how you were performing. I can tell the way you're smiling. Yes, it's working, it's working, it's working, it's working. So it's such an enjoyment then to watch.
Thank you.
You commanded our attention.
Yeah.
And you put everything out. It's like Louis said about the arms. It's not natural for you to be choreographed. But you don't go, well, I'm not sure, but I'm doing it this way. You put the arm out. You went with every move that you were given with conviction. Yeah. And collectively, some of the smoothest skating out there. The first toe loop was lovely. The footwork sequence here was really nice. And it's lovely to see the collective come together like that.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much.
Very nice. If you want Sam to rock on, then vote for him in the lines.
You still look beautiful.
Yeah. You're polished as well, don't worry, Katarina. Theatrical enough for you, Louis?
Well, yes, it was. And I think that, you only got 0.5 more than I gave Sam. And I think that sometimes simplicity can be perfection. Now, you guys do normally give me something that is perfect and I absolutely love. I felt as though, yes, the performance was great, it had everything in it, but I think there was hesitance. What you say was precision, I looked upon as hesitance. In and out of those lifts, I felt as a little bit hesitant, which is to be expected when you nearly take his eye out. I mean, I totally get that. So, for me, I did feel that it faltered a little bit this week because of what happened.
All right, thank you, guys. Well, if you've got a whole lot of love for Georgie, then vote for her when the lines open at the end of the show. Georgie and Matt.
Even your knee slides at the very end.
Yeah, enough rock in there for you, Louis.
Absolutely. You know what, Chico? I don't have much to moany about to you because you always perform. Like that, you are just a born performer. And when you have it, you just have it. And you do have that. You really do command the performance of everyone. Also, I think people are forgetting that when you're going around on the ice now, these lifts you're doing, you're just throwing them out now like it's just every day. I mean, the technical ability you have to do that. And with the ease you're making it look, this is just fantastic. I mean, really, Chico, you are a big surprise.
Thank you. Potential winner here in Chico, Robin.
No, I think, and pick up on what Louis was saying, what's nice with the lifts, they're not the big lifts, but they're also not being broadcast. We don't know half an hour ahead of time that they're coming up. You can step straight into them now. You are very controlled and solid on your feet. The only thing I would say is when you're doing 4 crossovers, there's no point in doing 3 brilliantly and then not crossing on the 4th one. It's just that finite detail of a few of the little transitions where you are already thinking about what's coming next. I nailed you on that a few weeks ago, about just pulling it back and really containing the feet. But as Katarina said, with
Public, keep me in and I'll show you what I can do.
Night on the ice. Louis, top of the leaderboard, changed again. Georgie's back up there. Matthew's trailing behind. Can Chico still do this? Can he put himself back up top?
I definitely think so. I mean, I said last week he could go all the way. I believe I gave him an 8 last week, an 8.5 this week. And like Chris said, if he gets the finesse and works on that, then, I will keep scoring him higher and higher and higher. So it's down to him to put the work in. But absolutely.
Good, positive words. Katarina, for you, who still has a lot of work to do?
Well, to save and see perform again next week. Louis.
This is a difficult one. 2 very different performances, but 2 great performances, and you both really stepped it up this time. But Chico, you really took on board straight away what we've said about that finesse. You added that touch of finesse. I'm going with you.
1 vote for Chico. Robin.
you both stepped up and delivered much stronger performances in the skate-off than in the original show. But one of you did step up that little bit more, and I say